We have a question from Christoph. Starting training with weights, mostly kettlebells, I've noticed that I cannot perform the basic movements correctly. Swing, deep goblet squat, kettlebell deadlift, as my back keeps rounding very soon. I think this is an issue coming from my hamstrings, which are very short due to a lot of sitting at my job, combined with a lot of running and extensive bike rides in my triathlon training. Yeah, I don't usually want to comment on something like that, but between the desk, the bike, and that joggy kind of stuff you guys do as triathlons, as triathletes, yeah, I could see things kind of locking up. And then just pretend you're in the position of the bike, and you'll notice between the desk and the bike, you're spending a lot of time in that comma position. I have no chance coming anywhere near my toes when bending over. Wow. Okay. Right now, I am elevating the kettlebells on the start of the swing and go only as deep as possible without rounding in on the goblet squat, filming myself while doing so. As one can discover and can confuse by a nearly infinite number of stretching, mobility, contract, relax, and other advice about stretching or getting more flexible on the internet, what are your thoughts and preferred exercises to overcome this? Well, so let's just break it down. Okay, could it be immobile ankles? Because if it's immobile ankles, you can put your heels up on 2x4s, or you can put your heels up on 10-pound plates or something like that. That would help if it's ankle mobility. If it's basic hip mobility, well, that's what the goblet squat is designed to do. I notice you're not going to the bottom. Even if you're rounded, I don't mind you going to the bottom, because when you get to the bottom, I want you to push your knees out with your elbows. Okay. And I do have a drill called the goblet squat to the overhead squat. I'd love to see you video that, because if I could see that, we might be able to really be able to find what mobility issues you have. Now, flexibility, and that'd be you're touching your toes and things like that. I'm not sure that's going to make a difference. I'm a big believer that we get much more flexible in the weight room. It'd be interesting to have you do. There's 3 exercises I'd recommend. First, just the daily hang. The bottom just in the goblet squat. Okay, and then a loaded. The one I would love you to have is the we call it the Romanian deadlift stretch. Just go to my YouTube account. You can look at just just search for each of those. The Romanian deadlift is where you hold the weight behind your back and you push your butt into the weight. You might even be one of the people that would get something out of a loaded straight legged deadlift, though some people's lower backs just don't like them. So I don't want to make that I don't want to give it to you as medicine. Um, Being immobile is tough. Triathletes tend to come to me with weird, locked up areas in their bodies. And the thing is, if they're a good triathlete, I don't fix it, because their sport is very specific, and I don't want to I don't want to mess with their careers. But if you're just a gentleman triathlete, you might want to work Christoph at getting those addressed sooner than later.